As an Eagles fan and as a Bradley Cooper fan, I hate having to do this. I really do. So keep watching if you're wondering what the heck happened to his eyelids. The inner eyebrows curve down at a younger age and they're nice and tight together. You can see the muscle when he makes a furrowing of the eyebrow where you see those 11s there. Let me repeat that. The inner eyebrow is lower than the outer eyebrow. Very important feature of youth in most people. If you look at these photos from 2025, perhaps you can appreciate that the inner eyebrows are up like this, which kind of makes somebody look a little deer in the headlights, and the outer eyebrows are at about the same position. That's not necessarily what you want to do with a brow lift. People have all kinds of different brow shapes, but I'm talking specifically about the difference between 2001 and 2025 in the same person. Everybody has different brow shapes. Lots of people have asymmetry of their brows, but in general, you want to have the inner eyebrows to be somewhat tight together and lower than the outer eyebrows in general. Now, if he had plastic surgery, and specifically if he had something called a brow lift, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think might have been done. What can happen sometimes is that plastic surgeons will go in and they'll cut out those muscles that make you make 11s, or those two lines that you have there. If you cut those muscles out, and those muscles are called the corrugator muscles because basically they furrow the brow, and the way that they flow is they go kind of at an angle like this. So when those muscles contract, the eyebrow comes closer together and down. So the opposite of that is if the eyebrows are a little bit more splayed apart and up. If those muscles have been removed, and to me, that's kind of a telltale sign that the corrugator muscles might have been removed during surgery. When the corrugator muscles are removed, the inner brow kind of floats up, has a more stuck-on bone appearance because you've taken out some of the cushion underneath it. If you take someone's corrugator muscles out, as I mentioned with a possible brow lift, you're going to make the inner upper eyelid a lot more hollow, a lot. And the reason I know this is because I trained with a surgeon who used to remove corrugator muscles all the time. But in my opinion, when you lift the inner brow and hollow this area out, it kind of gives that deer in the headlights look that nobody wants. So Bradley Cooper's face, if he had plastic surgery, seems to be a case of what we would call overcorrection. Maybe not necessarily botched as far as, a complication. So the most important question for you, how can you avoid getting botched plastic surgery? Well, number one, if you want to get your eyelids done, go to a qualified plastic surgeon, or even better, an oculofacial plastic surgeon. Number two, ask the right questions of your surgeon. Good plastic surgery should give you more facial harmony, restore balance, and take a look at some of the pictures from your youth to try to restore those areas.